Welcome to another episode of Drunk, a Cop, and a Teacher, the podcast where everything's made up and our comments don't matter, just like any consideration for my health, because my boss apparently wants me to do this episode.
I was like, huh?
Hold on. Let me clarify this real quick.
What are you clarifying? You already said it.
Excuse me. Don't interrupt. All right. Thank
All
you.
right,
Sit.
that's my
All
signature
right.
move.
All right. I told you. Hey, we could do it today. We could do it tomorrow. We could do it Wednesday. We could do it any other day. Up
We
to
could not
you.
have done it yesterday.
Clearly
I
never
mean,
said Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. You only said
Yeah,
Monday
no,
or
exactly.
tomorrow.
if you would have texted me and be like, hey, can we? I mean, I'm saying I'm not your fucking boss, so why you keep on calling me your boss? Why am I acting like a boss?
Listen, man, I just want a promotion. I just want you to remember this moment when
We're fucking broke.
Yeah, I don't want a promotion. I just want to get paid.
Oh no, you ain't definitely getting no promotion. Fuck you.
Speaking of not getting paid, Mike, how have you been? We haven't talked about
Hex.
your life in a while.
No, but no, it's been pretty good. I have a merry. I hope everybody had a merry Christmas.
Yep.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. But it's been pretty good. My in-laws are in town. We had a good time doing a barbecue on Christmas Day, and I haven't really caught up with much of the shows or any type of movie. I know I caught up with not caught up, but I saw The Grinch, Jim Carrey Grinch. I always watch that on Christmas.
Boo.
It's a great classic movie, better than Elf.
I
You
agree.
know, yeah, for sure. I don't know. I can't stand Elf.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's fine.
I don't know. I don't like it at all. That's definitely a Becky card for me. But other than that, been good. Been really good. I'm not gonna complain about work because it's another topic, but because technically I complain a lot about my job in this podcast. So no, other than that, it's been great. Ham, take it away.
Okie dokie. Uh, Caught up on The Flash. They did a 5 sort of episode thing with Armageddon happening, and they had to uh what introduce the injustice sort of
What?
thing. Yeah, it's kind of weird. And they're having people from different shows come up for like different episodes, but we'll see.
Is it over already?
Not yet. I mean, it's
Okay.
probably halfway
Okay.
or a third. I got to watch Witcher season 2. Start off a little slow, but at the end it actually came all together, which I liked. And I saw Reno 911, the hunt for QAnon. That was, if you know Reno 911, it's basically what you think it will be. And I thought it was all right for it being some dumb cop show.
Right.
But I did see the number 2 show on Netflix. Technically, movie. Oh, it's actually number 1. Sorry, Witcher's number 2. Don't Look Up.
I saw that too.
Yeah, with all the big ass cast. Mike
Yep.
did not see it, but I really. What'd you think?
I really liked it.
I was surprised because it does have some political sort. I mean, it's a
Well,
dark comedy
It's definitely not
satire.
for everybody. There's
Yeah.
definitely gonna be a group of people. I don't think Mike's gonna like it.
Wait, which
And-
show is it again? My bad.
Everyone's in it. Like you have Meryl Streep,
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio,
Yep.
Jennifer Lawrence,
Yep.
Jonah
Jonah
Hill.
Hill. Yeah.
Chris
Don't
Evans
look
for
up.
like
That's the movie that you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
I don't think Mike will like it because of maybe how political it can get or it seems. But I mean, I don't know. If he watches the movie, I guess we'll have to wait hear from him.
Yeah, I think it was.
I'll give it a chance, and I'll give
Yeah,
you
it's
my
on
thoughts.
Netflix. I think they definitely Netflix spent a lot of money on it because it is the Christmas movie, their big hit for the season. I mean, you can see it with all the actors that are getting paid to be in this movie. So,
No, yeah,
oh,
most of the budget went to Leonardo DiCaprio for sure.
Ron Perlman was also in it.
Oh, yep.
I think they shot this while Jennifer Lawrence was pregnant because you don't see her standing up in any shot. She's all sitting down or laying. Yeah. So
Oh,
I
okay.
gonna assume.
Or the
Did you notice that?
camera, or the
No,
camera's like
I didn't notice it.
or
Yeah,
like what is the camera like all or like zoomed up on her face and
For
stuff?
the most
yeah. And
part,
she's
yeah.
always
Oh,
sitting
okay.
down. So
Yeah,
yeah,
she
I
was
think she
pregnant
was
for
pregnant.
sure.
Yeah, it sort of reminded me of that movie we saw with um what's Steve Carell a little bit. You know what I mean?
The one where he's running for
Yeah,
president.
yeah. Or no, he's helping the people do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It has a little bit of that in there, and but
Kind of
it's
feels like a parody of Armageddon, though.
exactly. It's very satirical. It's like, oh, some of the characters are just shitbags to be shitbags, and it's fun.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
there's, yeah, I definitely recommend it. I really liked it. I was surprised. I think it's one of maybe Netflix better movies that they've come up with.
I would agree. It's also slow, just to prepare you, Mike. Like it's slow in the sense that there's not like there's no action sequences. There's no like fast pacing. It's literally like an entire story of this is what we and now we need to deal with it, and it's like looking at every perspective of this particular issue. So it's
Oh,
definitely
Ah.
okay.
like a slow burn kind of movie.
I definitely didn't
It's
notice it being slow, but I could see that.
is it heavily character development?
Kind of. If
Yes.
you got it's hard to talk about it without really talking about what's
Spoiler.
Certain
important after this.
characters.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, yeah. I mean,
It's also Adam McKay, who's done a bunch of comedies like Step Brothers and all that. So there's that.
okay. I'll give it a chance. I want to give it a chance. I saw the trailer of it. I liked what I saw so far. So,
Hmm.
in the trailer, and I want to know. I'm gonna give it a chance.
Okay. Anything else, Sam?
No, that was it. I think that was. I mean, I probably have something else that I don't remember, but those were
Record
the main
breaking.
ones. Yeah,
Besides being sick for like the last few days, which really sucked, still being sick, as you can probably tell by the voice. I watched. I didn't really get to talk about it last time. 8-Bit Christmas.
Oh,
Much more pleasant than I had expected.
as in
Neither
good
the
or just the
no, it was good. It's definitely not like it's not like the most fantastical thing. I would almost put it though up to par with like A Christmas Story. It
no.
had a like the funny. What they're trying to do is hilarious. The whole the end, I don't think until you're about halfway through the movie and go, oh, this is what it's not about. It's about this. And so it Christmas feel to it. I would, yeah, I wouldn't mind watching this again for sure during the Christmas time. And Neil Patrick Harris plays more of like a narrator to this movie than anything
Like
because it's about
like an
him.
architect or like a program? Yeah.
Um, because it's about him trying to get the Nintendo for Christmas. So he talks to his daughter about the story behind. So I thought it was really
Hold
good.
up. Nintendo what?
Yes, the 8-bit NES.
Oh no, I just thought it weird because have you seen him in those Switch commercials?
No, I have not.
Yeah, he's in Switch commercials for Nintendo. So I'm like, wait a minute, this is some cross, you know,
It makes sense though if he's
promoting.
got a movie about 8-bit NES. I don't see why not.
Yeah, no, because in the Switch commercials, it's actually his husband and his two kids.
Huh. I
Hmm.
never
Yeah,
saw it.
so
Um,
yeah, okay.
I also got a chance to finally see Tick Tick Boom, which was also really, really good. I definitely recommend watching that, whether you're a fan
Which
of the
one over the other one?
musical. What do you mean?
Which,
Like,
if you had to pick one or the other that you just mentioned, which
they're
one?
two completely different movies, though. Tick Tick Boom
I
is
know,
about the
but I'm
story of
just
Jonathan
saying, just pick.
Larson, and then 8-Bit Christmas is
Yes, I
about.
know.
There's not
Pick
one to
one. You
pick
gotta
over the
pick one.
other.
Pick one. If I'm gonna watch one, which one am I watching?
8-Bit Boom.
Yeah, 8-bit boom.
Ooh,
I've
I
already
like
seen it.
that. I
That's the
like that
bootleg.
one.
Watch out.
I like
But
that.
it was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'm glad I got a chance to finally come around to see it. I almost kind of quit on it. I'm like, oh, I'm never gonna get around to it. But then I was like, oh no, I'm gonna sit down and watch it.
Mm.
And apparently, there's been a lot of Andrew Garfield in social media lately because of Spider-Man, of course. So you
Yes.
know,
Oh, I lied, motherfuckers. Saw Kingsman, a King's Man, in the
yeah,
movie
how'd that go for you?
theaters. Better than Matrix for sure.
That's not saying
Um,
much though.
yeah, that too. I did notice again. There's a lot of people in the movie theaters again. Like it was fucking packed. For even that movie, we had to get tickets on the third row, and that was about an hour and a half, maybe two, before going to the theater.
But did you make
So
sure that you were in the right theater though?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I liked it. I think it has a good sort of story for other sequels set up. There is a twist somewhat, which I got caught off by surprise, but it makes sense.
It's a prequel, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's the beginning of the King's Men,
Kingsman.
quote
Yeah.
unquote. And I think they could go anywhere, any decade, and see where that goes. There's some outrageous parts to it, just like in the first one and second one, but I don't think people understand that because they were not laughing at certain parts that people should have been laughing, and it was I thought hilarious. So
It's been a long time since people have been to theater, so maybe there's
yeah, I
other types.
guess. I mean, same thing you said that happened in Spider-Man too, right?
I think that was Mike.
My group was mellow. I mentioned.
Yeah. So I don't know. I recommend this to people who liked uh the first two Kingsmen or who have read the I guess graphic novel.
Yeah.
Not sure if anybody else would like it.
Okay. All right. Let's get around to the main reason why we're here.
Yes,
Let's
yes,
talk
yes.
about our top 5 worst and top 5 best movies of 2021. Which, looking back, very slim pickings. I was looking at the list, and I
Mm.
also going into next year, what I'm gonna do is also put another column on the list that tells us like where we watched it, like if it was theatrical or if it was a
Mm.
streaming service. Because I
Interesting.
feel like a lot of our stuff was very Netflix. Like we relied a lot on Netflix this year.
Well,
It is true. It's just I will say like in the middle of the year, that's when things were a bit more comfortable to go back to the movie theaters, and a lot more movies were not streaming. So I
also
will
we
s- I
did a
will honestly say around like what September. That's when we started hitting the movie theaters.
I think we also did a pretty good amount of HBO Max.
Yeah,
Was our first movie theater going back experience? Was that old or
our
was that
first.
just
Well, that was
together?
together, but I don't know
Oh,
if
it
Black
was
Widow, I think, was
together.
my first.
Oh, no, it wasn't your first. It was the New Mutants that was your first. Like after.
technically, yeah, I think
Wait,
Yeah,
so. No, but I'm
that
saying
was
you're saying the first.
yeah, the first of 2021. The first time I
Oh,
went back to the
2021.
theaters.
Did you see Wonder Woman in theaters?
No, that
no, it
one I
was
saw at HBO
HBO.
Max. So I think it's Black Widow was my first time going back to the theaters this year.
I mean that adds up, I think.
Yeah.
I forgot when I went back to the movie theaters, but yeah.
All right. So let's take a look back at first our worst movies of 2021. Let's get the Becky ones out of the way first, because as I was explaining to the guys, it doesn't make sense for us to include our Becky movies in there because that's an automatic, and it's just like might as well make some room from some other bad movies that we might want to put on the list. So Becky's obviously going to be the lowest of the lowest, and if I recall correctly, I got to look at the list though here in a second. My
Mm.
Becky card was to Thunder Force, that piece of shit movie that I'm pretty sure Mike was the one that recommended.
Oh, I thought
uh,
Mike hated that more
he
than
did,
you.
but I think he was the one that said that we should watch it.
No, I don't. You know what? Fuck you. I don't know if I recommended that or not. We were
I
just
might
like,
have.
you know,
I think.
Ham wants to take full responsibility.
No, I do
Take it.
not. I could take a little bit, but I don't
Shut up
think
and
I.
take it.
I did not force him to watch it.
Yeah.
Uh,
It
Mike,
was
your
bad.
Becky card was
Space Jam, a new legacy.
which I still think you're a little too hard on that one. Like a
Nah, that
red
movie's a
card
piece
for
of
sure,
shit. Honestly,
but
I think if somebody went to go out to buy that DVD,
Oh yeah. Where's
they
my
will
thing?
take that paper out
who's buying
of the
DVDs?
cover and use
Yeah, I don't
that
know.
as toilet paper because that movie was really fucking bad.
That's some pretty expensive toilet paper.
Yeah, it is. Get it on. Maybe when it's $1, more likely.
Ham, what was your Becky card?
He didn't
I'm
have a
looking
one.
again. I've got five down, so that means I have to pick a six. But can somebody remember what cherry was?
That was the Tom Holland one. That was
Oh yeah, that was good. Oh, I cannot pick that. I do have.
but you
No, I
gave it a
can't say
red
no.
card though.
No, not Cherry.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did.
you're out
What?
of the three of us. You're the
Yeah,
one
you
that
gave
didn't
it a
like
red
it.
card.
That must have been a drunk one, guys. No, I like that. Oh, did I say
What?
red?
You said
Yeah,
red. You were like, this movie was fucking boring.
yeah.
You
You said everything
hated
was
it.
predictable. Of course, he's gonna do that.
Oh
This
man, I
is
Predictable.
must have been drunk,
you.
guys. I don't know. I don't. New resolution, new year. We'll jump that to a green. I must have been really drunk or something.
So what
Uh,
is your Becky?
my Becky. It is. It could be one of some things. Um, but I don't think any of them deserve a bet. Well, yeah, not what you guys mentioned. After that, I don't know what I would say else deserves a Becky. I want to pick one of your two's
You picked Thunder
Beck.
Force. Got it. Okay, good.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna say, I don't see anything else that would deserve that card in my mind.
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
go through our list. Top five worst movies that we personally believe, in our opinions, of 2021. We'll do number five on our list, go around, and then go through the rest of it. So number five, Mike, what is your fifth worst, least worst movie of
Oh,
2021?
are these gonna be in
So
order of?
yeah, we're gonna go for number five. We go around, and then number four, we go around,
Oh, hmm.
stuff like that.
Ham's
So
still trying to figure out his list, but Mike, go ahead.
Well, no,
yeah,
I don't know. I just was gonna put five worst. I don't need to know. I need to put a ranking on the five worst.
I mean, you could do whatever you want. I did
You had
mine.
one homework assignment, Ham. You had one homework
One
assignment.
homework
Yeah,
assignment.
last minute. Of course, I was gonna.
But you
Just go,
request
just
a
go.
list a
All right,
week
Mike,
ago.
start us off. What's number five on your list?
All right, number five on my list is that this is the worst movie coming down to in Valentine's Day. No couple should be together if they argue this much. Malcolm and Marie,
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
Did he
number
give it
five.
a?
yeah. He
Number
gave it a red
five.
card.
Give it a red
Oh,
card. That movie was fucking
okay.
just god awful, boring,
Yeah,
and just annoying.
like I don't remember what I said exactly, but I would still give credit to the acting. I just don't want to see the movie, like the story, the concept. I just don't like it. It's just boring
Hmm.
to me.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right, Ham. What's number five? Did you figure it out yet?
Yeah, I got number five. Why isn't Pig on here? Didn't? Where's Pig?
Oh, did I skip Pig? Oops, my bad.
I don't even see Pig on here. That's what I was gonna be like. Wait, I don't see Pig. But no, that doesn't even matter because I. Okay, so least worst is five.
Yeah.
I'd say Wonder Woman 1984.
Uh,
That's from 2020.
What?
Technically, that is true.
You have it on the list.
Yeah, because Mike told me to put it on the list,
Oh well, then it's on the list.
but
That's
it's
why I
also the
want to look
release
up the
date.
list.
Look at the release date.
You have it on the list.
We'll let
Mm.
it slide. He didn't understand. He didn't read the instructions.
Oh, okay.
Fine for you, Wonder Woman.
Fine. Fine.
It's on the list. Yeah, least worst favorite. Yeah.
I
Or-
didn't think it was that bad. I know you two hated it, but whatever.
It was bad.
All right, number five on my list, Becky. I'm just kidding. I'm messing
No,
with
I
you.
was like, what the fuck?
And okay, so number five on my list, though, for real, is more disappointing than anything else, which is why it lands on my top five. Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
Mortal
really?
Kombat.
Yeah,
Okay.
it had so much. I guess I had so much high hopes for it. I really thought it was gonna like revive that franchise, make some really good sequels out of it, like really set up something awesome, and then it just fell flat for me. And it wasn't what I wanted it to be. So unfortunately, it lands in my top five.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Way too much cheesy lines too. I know Ham liked the cheese, but no,
Yeah, I like the.
I
Yeah.
didn't order the extra cheese on this one.
Mm.
All right, number four.
Well, my number four, I guess you and me are gonna pass the cheese together. Sal. Number four is Mortal Kombat for me. I
Yeah,
fucking hated the movie. I don't know. I hated it a lot more than you did. I'm a huge fan of of the video games and the lore that it comes with it.
yep.
And it was just a really bad movie that for some reason they literally created make your own character in the movie, and they did, and he fucking sucked.
I still stand by that the original Mortal Kombat movie is way better than this one.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will stand by that as well, and I will even say the other one too was better than this one.
Annihilation.
Annihilation.
No.
Annihilation was funny bad, and it was more fun. This one was a lot more serious bad, where they were taking themselves way too seriously.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with everything Mike just said.
Yep.
Hmm.
All right, Ham. What's your number 4
My number 4.
on the
Whoa.
list?
On the list was and is Dynasty Wars.
What?
It was it. It was bad. It wasn't good. I mean, it was only
You give it a
because
yellow?
I'm telling you, man. I'm sobering up my decisions here. My last year redemption arc of.
Traitor.
I'm coming back. I've had time to think.
Actually, before you finish the rest of that, though, apparently there's supposed to be 3 movies to it.
That
Fuck
makes
me.
sense. Dynasty Warrior 3 was good.
I gotta watch
The
it
game,
now.
anyways.
So I want to see the other one because they're coming out with Funko Pops of the characters. So I'm like,
Interesting.
yeah. Oh, okay. So anyway, you don't like it? Like, why? Because it's
I,
yeah. Go on, say
I
it.
barely like it as a fan, let alone if some random person watched it. I'd been like, no, don't. You don't need to. Just play the game.
But you can
Yeah.
live the game.
Yeah. Ooh.
All right. My
Yes.
number 4, Becky. No,
Again?
wait. That's how much I hate that fucking movie.
Oh my god.
Number 4 on my list because the question came up: movies and series. So I included a series in mine. Number 4 on my list was Camp Cretaceous season 4.
Whoa.
Whoa! Wow.
I
Okay.
really did not like it. I hated it that much. We ranted nonstop about
Yeah.
that series that season, like for the entire episode, and
Yes. 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 I agree.
all out of 8 episodes, right? 3 relevant ones, 2 you could have gone away with. Really, if you had just
Mm.
give me that Kenji story at the beginning and just done something off of that, would have been fine. But nope, they decided to create more danger for these kids, and it just they wrote a story around the danger, and it just fell short of how good the beginning of it was.
Yes. I agree.
All right, number 3.
Number 3. Number 3 is a franchise that I truly did love growing up because I'm a horror fan. But this time, for some reason, they shit the bed. Halloween Kills. I
Okay,
hated
yeah,
the story. I hated Michael Myers in this movie. I hated every single fucking person. I hated Laurie. Everybody's a fucking idiot. And Michael, for some reason, it's in God mode. And it makes no sense for it to be that way whatsoever. What Halloween from 2018, what they were trying to do was great. I loved it, and this one was it's shit the bed, and it's going to a different direction for some. I don't know. It's stupid.
okay. Yeah, what's your number 3?
I'd actually I'd put that on my list, but I don't want to be biased where it's it's already a horror movie, and I'm like, I in my mind I knew it was gonna be what I saw, so I can't be like it was really shit because I already knew it was gonna be a little shit. So with what you were saying before, I'm looking more into overall disappointment, and I am saying Matrix Resurrections.
Okay,
Okay. Okay.
that's fair.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, my number 3, also a franchise that's been kind of long lasting, but not one of the 2 that you guys picked.
Hmm.
Fast 9.
Oh yes.
I
I will.
just
I will agree
no,
with you on
there's
that one.
nothing saving this movie, man. Listen,
They
I
go to
I,
space.
I like the first 2 Fast and the Furious movies because of the cool cars, right? That's how they were targeting you. It's like, look
Yeah.
how flashy this car is. That's the time when Need for Speed Underground was out too, and everyone was getting into that. And then number 5 will always probably be my favorite, which is the one they're in Brazil and they're doing that bank heist, and that's where shit kind of gets crazy. But
Oh yeah.
every movie after that, they just get crazier and crazier, and then this just pushed it. This like was like, you know what? We understand you guys aren't here for the cars. You're not here really for 99% of the actors here. You're just here for Vin Diesel and stupid car shit. So here's Vin Diesel and stupid car shit. Here's a shitty movie.
I think yeah, number 5 was probably the best because you just reminded me. Me and Aaron watched Super Fast, the spoof of Fast and Furious. Oh God, it was so bad. Imagine Fast and Furious, but worse than nine. So there you go.
I don't think nothing's worse than 9. Even
Yeah.
the parody
Oh,
is
it's
better.
pretty bad.
I didn't like Tokyo Drift, but I would rather watch Tokyo Drift than 9.
I think I like Tokyo Drift better than
Eh.
two.
Oh. No. No, no, no,
No.
no. All
Uh,
right. Speaking of 2, number 2 on our
all
top
right.
5 worst list, Mike.
Getting down to the number two. Two for me is something that we all agree on. It's a really bad comedy movie that tried to do so much, and it was just shit. Thunder Force for me.
That's number 2 on your list. That was my Becky, so I can't.
That's
That's
your
very.
that's your
Yeah, that's my
Becky.
Becky, I
This
guess.
is my number two. There's a movie worse than this that I'd rather watch Thunder Force than the other one. So stay tuned. Stay tuned.
I don't know. That's kind of hard to pull off. All right,
Oh,
Ham.
trust me,
What's
you'll
number
agree with
2?
me.
Ham number 2.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. I was like, I thought you said my name, but I'm like, I don't think you said my name. So, all right. So I got a jar, right, full of a little bit of space, and there's a lot of jam in it, and it's a new jar of jam and space, and it's shit. Number two is Space Jam: New Legacy.
At
And yet
least
he
you
gave
agree
it a
with me.
yellow card.
Yeah, I'm sobering up, guys. This is like I said. This is a new. You can change these when we're done. Especially change cherry back to green or to green. I don't know what I was thinking with cherry.
What the fuck?
Um, I've grown. I'm an older person, and yeah,
Man, these days.
Oh, so you're
I'm
gonna
righting
stop
my
drinking?
wrongs. Yeah, for today, yes. Space Jam: New Legacy. I just can't compare to the first one. I just can't.
What
Even
the?
the first one wasn't that great, but you know.
Exactly. I was gonna say the first one was also like if you look back on it, was a bad movie. It just hit on a lot of
Yeah.
like '90s themes that people love so much, which is
Yeah.
why the movie worked so well.
Well, I also don't like the fact that they just had. I mean, I do and I don't have scenes from other movies in it, so it's just like a fucking hey, buy her shit.
Speaking of shit, my number 2. I'm surprised no one's brought this one up yet.
Oh, I got it in the chamber.
Army of the Dead.
Oh no, I do not. Fuck.
Oh, Army of the Dead. I'm surprised. I don't want to think number two will be Army of the Dead for you.
What did I? I don't think I liked anything about that
I
movie.
don't think you did either. The bromance,
Between who? I don't remember anymore.
Frenchie?
the safe guy and
Oh
the
yeah, but like for like the 2 minutes that they were there, that was it.
yeah.
I
You
wanted to see
said
more of
one
that.
thing. I just gave you the one thing.
That's it.
Also, did you
Everything else.
guys know that there's a prequel to that?
What?
Yeah, there's a prequel to it, but for the French guy.
Yeah, for the safecracker guy. It's called what? Army of Thieves.
Yeah, Army of Thieves.
It's on Netflix.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Is it still a Zack Snyder movie?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
It's
No,
you're serious? It's about that character.
It
well,
really is.
that
Yeah, look
character.
it up.
Yeah,
You can look it
I
up
don't
right
know
now on
why.
Netflix.
Oh, I know what I'm doing tonight. I'm watching that. That's for sure. 'Cause I want to know his backstory.
Yeah, yeah, it's a prequel, and I guess it takes place before the zombies. So yeah, I
All
don't know.
right, put that shit on the theater in theaters. Yep.
Director. Oh, it's a like a Swedish dude or German dude. I can't say his last
Uh,
name.
I'm gonna be very disappointed if we don't all agree on our number one, but we'll see what happens. All right, worst movie of 2021, Mike. Who do you give it to?
guys, I think you guys saw this come. I don't think you guys saw this coming a mile away, but this movie deserves to be in the shit box. This movie, like I mentioned, I'd rather see Thunder Force than this fucking piece of shit.
Whoa,
I
whoa.
hate this fucking director. I don't know why they give him money
Yeah,
to make movies.
Oh, really?
I fucking hate him. He
yeah,
destroyed my
buddy.
favorite franchise. He's a shithead. Like I literally don't. I honestly don't think I like him personally too. Like I fucking hate him.
You know him personally, great.
I don't know him personally. Probably he's a nice guy, more likely. But I hate all his movies, and this movie was fucking bad. Old.
Yep, yep. I'm gonna just like skip ahead. That's my number one
Oh,
as well.
I don't have that on my list.
Because you're an idiot. That's all I can
What, you
really
were
say.
sober?
I'm sober. No, I there's some There's
Old was
some
such a
stuff.
bad movie.
It was bad.
So bad.
It must be the sand.
Mm. So it is my turn because somebody went out of order. I'm just saying.
What movie do you have left on your list?
Tom and Jerry. I just
What?
it. Yes, yes, yes. Tom and Jerry. I thought
You
all the
gave
human.
me a yellow card.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm making sure. I'm telling everybody. Uh,
So
Tom
were
and
you?
Jerry. Oh, I did not like almost. Wait, did I? Any of the human characters? Michael Pena, maybe a little, only because I like Michael Pena. But other than that, there should have been no human characters in Tom and Jerry. You could have done just like almost like a regular cartoon Tom and Jerry.
No,
And
no,
I
no, no,
think,
because that didn't work out for Scooby Doo. Don't forget that one.
oh fuck, is that where that wasn't this
No, that was
year?
last year. That was
Oh
last year.
fuck, Scooby Doo, fuck Scooby Doo. But Tom and Jerry, I think, just like I said, more of a disappointing than anything is. This movie's garbage, hot garbage.
Ham, you have really broken a trust here in this conversation. I don't
Yeah.
like. I'm looking down your list and your ratings and everything I recorded, and I don't even know what to believe anymore.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I've gotten some time to think it over, and I don't know what else I would put down. I mean, I really thought the one I think I should have put down that Mike said was probably Halloween Kills, but uh, yeah, this is more of a disappointing, the regrets. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that thing.
Okay, well, let's see what other lies Ham has in store for us
Get out
as
Yeah.
of
we
here.
transition to now our top 5 best movies of 2021, and we'll obviously give our gold cards first, just
Oh
to get
fuck.
that out of the way. Which, Mike, your gold card was given to.
Godzilla versus Kong.
That's right. Yep.
Yes, the movie.
Oh yeah,
I
you're
told
wrong.
myself if this movie somehow makes me feel like a little kid and I'm just enjoying the shit out of it, is if it's entertaining, I don't give a fuck about the humans. If it makes me forget about the humans, unlike what Godzilla 1 and 2, I for me it was just a terrible movie. This movie honestly was fucking good. I don't care what anybody says. This movie deserves my gold card, and I have watched it already 3 times. The story is bad, but the fighting and watching these two monsters fight is just a fucking. It's just amazing.
If it wasn't for that soda scene, it might have been a contender for my gold card.
I don't even remember
Pepsi.
what soda.
I think it's sponsored by
Where
Coke.
they stopped Mega Godzilla
Oh,
by drip, like spilling soda over the fucking computer.
that sounds like an SNL skit I've seen before.
It's fucking soda. All right, my gold card was to Falcon and the Winter Soldier
Ooh,
series.
and that was
Just
early on too.
yeah, because
Yeah.
that series fucking nailed it for me as far as like, and I'm not the kind of guy that I keep saying this, but I feel like I'm lying to myself now. Like I feel like I'm not the person to go for political stuff, but in a superhero like what is it realm that we're in, where there's a superhero movie every other week at this point. Like it's nice to have something that's more grounded in reality than anything else. Like this deals with the politics behind some of the superhero shit, which is why some people, well, at least why I like Civil War, because it does deal with the Accords, and it's kind of true that debate between, do we have the superheroes be under government control or not? And for this case, and Falcon and Winter Soldier talks about what does it mean for a black man to be in the presence of like or to take on this role that people typically saw a white male be in. And so I'm surprised that it went that route and that it addressed the issue. And thinking back on it, it only makes sense for them to address it. And I'm glad that they weren't afraid to challenge themselves to go for it. So I was really happy with it. I like the out of all the MCU characters, these two probably got the most character development than anyone else in the MCU, just because of this series alone.
And I still
Uh,
think I'd put that for my
yes.
top one for all the series, Marvel series, I would say.
I will put that in my top two.
And Ham, what was your gold card?
I said the last James Bond that came out,
That's
but
right.
is that fair?
I mean, I'll give it to you because I do remember you saying that on an episode, but
Didn't
I'll give it
say
to you.
Yes.
it, but all right. I'm taking.
No time to die.
I just like how they sort of wrapped everything up. Especially as a that's me being very biased, being a James Bond fan. And it did. And as I look back, they did announce or re. They just went back and there was some linkage throughout most of the movies. They were small, but it's like if you remember, which it's really hard to do after I don't know how many years apart. What? 10? 20, 15? I'm
Mm.
not even sure when the first Casino Royale came out. Was that in the early or late 2000s?
It was like 2008.
Yeah, so shit.
Yeah.
So it's just hard to have a complete storyline without, you know, watching them back to back to back.
Right.
But I still thought it was great, and you can't convince me otherwise.
What
Gotcha.
about
I
Jackie?
thought it was Pig that got your gold card.
Mm.
All
Nah.
right. Number five. Number five on our list, going towards our best. Number five, Mike, what is number five on your list on the
My
best
number
movie?
5 was that I got my medication of some type of John Wick movie this year, and it was really good. Nobody.
Okay.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really fun and entertaining. It was great. I can't wait for the sequel. If they make a sequel, hopefully they do. But it was a good, entertaining movie.
Hmm.
All right. Ham?
Now this is hard. My least favorite, or my least dot 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 favorite of the bunch.
Yes, the best of 2021.
The least best. um, I'm gonna go with Sweet Tooth.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I like that choice. I like that.
Yeah, I really like Sweet Tooth. I mean, if I had to put anything at the bottom, I guess it would be Sweet Tooth. I would maybe change it. I don't know exactly. I can't. They're all good. They're all good. I mean,
No
they're the
word on a
top
sequel,
winners,
though, right?
huh?
No word on a
Yeah, they did
sequel.
announce it. They did say a second season. They announced that.
Hmm.
I like the idea. I like the concept. I like how. I think it is what we said is based off a graphic novel again,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Yep.
I am very interested on how it's gonna go in season two. Uh, everyone I thought did a decent job in acting and performing, and even the CGI wasn't too bad at most times, most of it. Yeah, and I wouldn't even want to put it on a fifth spot. I just think it's good.
Okay. Number five on my list. I don't know if anybody would see this coming. I certainly did it when I was going through this list. I didn't think I was gonna pick this one, but the more I kept thinking about it, I was like, I really do like this movie as a whole. Cruella.
Corella, nice. I like that choice.
I was
Mm,
very surprised by this movie. I did not think I was gonna like it going into it, and it did a couple of things different with the story than I would have expected. And I like how it kind of ended with a sort of setup to the actual story of 101 Dalmatians. And yeah, I really like the origin story of Cruella, what they did with it. So yeah, definitely makes it on my top five for the year.
Nice, nice.
Ham doesn't agree. He's like, "Er."
Oh, if you want to say it, I'm gonna skip a bunch, and that is my
Don't skip,
third.
no, don't skip me.
It's too late. That's my
No,
third.
No, no,
stop,
no, 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 no,
stop.
no, no. I
Number
didn't hear it.
Third.
four.
Number 4. For me, I really did like this movie a lot. I was like, finally, I could actually enjoy a good DC movie. Suicide Squad from James Gunn.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
he really nailed it out of the park. He did a great job. I loved it. I've seen it already twice, and I'll watch it again if and I'll watch with anybody who hasn't seen this one. It's a great, great, entertaining, fun, funny movie, and I think that's what this type of comic book movie needed to be.
Yeah,
And
I
as a
see it.
non DC fan, I can respect that.
I see it. I
Thank you,
see it.
thank you, thank
All right, Ham, you're number four.
Not my number three.
No.
Number four would be Squid Games, or Squid Game, I should say.
Okay.
Um, it blew up. It did work. It made people want to watch more foreign series, maybe even films. I do remember people were trying to watch Alice in Borderlands after this, and I don't even remember. I mean, this is a building stepping stone of hopefully people interested in foreign films, whether it be Korean or Japanese or French or Indian.
Right.
But I really like this, and we were watching stuff before this, like I said, Alice in Wonderland, and what was the one you recommended that we
Sweet
watched?
Home. Sweet Home.
Sweet Home. Okay, that sounds like a lot of movies we watched.
Hmm.
But I said Sweet Tooth, and I know we saw a movie that has home in it. No Way Home. There you go. But yeah, we'll see where all that's going. I hope, and we all know that I think it has a sequel, or at least if
Yep.
the writer wants to do it. But I also would like to see sequels from the other series I just mentioned. So
Agreed. Yep. Okay. Number four on my list. I guess I liked it a little bit more than Mike did. Which is Nobody. Really good action
Oh,
mm,
okay.
movie. Was very hilarious. It had Doc Brown in it. Like technically that should have automatically get in my gold card, but I didn't
oh
want to be
yeah,
too
yeah,
biased.
yeah.
Um, and it's a movie though that I'm okay if it doesn't get sequels. Like I think on its own, it's like a perfect
Yeah.
movie. Like Friday night, you don't know what to choose, just pop in Nobody,
Hmm.
rent it or whatever, just watch it, popcorn, popcorn flick. Definitely, it's definitely worth at least that type of environment, that type of setting. Um, yeah, it was way better than I think the trailer even gave it credit for.
Yeah. I think the only reason why I wouldn't put it on my list is because I probably won't watch it again. And I still think it's a good choice, but for me, I don't think I'd watch it again.
All right, number three.
Number three for me was a movie that I think it was of. I don't know how to really say this. We've been through tough years, and this year was very mixed. And I think this movie came out in such a brilliant time. It was hilarious, and I will watch it anytime, any place, anywhere with anybody. Free Guy.
Oh, okay. Nothing to add there. You're just gonna leave it at that.
Huh? Oh, my bad. I mean, I could go on and on of why I love this movie. This movie was just great. Ryan Reynolds is amazing. He's just hilarious. Everybody in the whole entire movie, just the whole chemistry works brilliantly, and the ending is just brilliant. The whole, with the whole shield stuff and all different like type of start like whole how can I say, like pop culture references, and
Right.
it was just it's just a great movie.
Okay. It's a good choice. I kept thinking about it. It didn't make it in my top five, but it
Hmm.
is definitely a good movie, a solid movie to watch.
Yeah.
Ham, you already said your number three.
Nope. But yeah, I think same reasoning behind Free Guy. I just probably wouldn't watch it again. I like the story and how it went, but I don't see myself watching it. I wouldn't. I already know what's gonna happen, and I don't feel like maybe something like maybe the ending. I'd probably watch again, like just the fight scene with what you guys said. And did you also see the? Did you notice the cameo of Chris Evans in the Don't Look
Yeah.
Up? Okay,
Yeah.
he yeah, Mike.
No, he
Yeah.
said don't look up. The movie Don't Look Up.
Uh,
Oh, don't
yeah,
look
he's
up.
in there
Yeah.
too. So yeah, spoilers. Spoilers. But yeah, Cruella. I liked the soundtrack. I thought was amazing. Just the setting, the time period. I don't think there's anything I didn't like in that movie. So even the CGI dogs, the real dogs, I recommend Cruella. I did watch it again, almost not too. Uh, I saw it again, like with somebody else, and I still liked it, so I would watch it again. So yeah,
Okay.
Cruella.
Number three on my list. Again, a series I like more than the other people. Well, I don't know about Mike actually yet, but more than him at least. Is Squid Game. Squid Game, I think,
Mm.
caught more
Hmm.
people by surprise than anything else. And I did. I remember Ham was asking me if I liked Alice in Borderlands or Squid Game more, and that is kind of a hard choice because I think I only enjoyed Alice in Borderlands more just because of the games that felt more
Yeah,
game than anything like video game wise than anything else. But I think the character development and the emotions in this movie definitely won it more
yeah,
than the other two.
yeah.
Okay, number two on our list, Mike.
So number two on my list is I gotta address this. Squid Game is not in my top five for me.
Ooh,
Whoa!
It
wow.
it's not. It probably would have been in my top 10 if if we had top 10, but for my top five I didn't. Uh, the is good. It's just I don't know. I feel like there was other better things that I've seen than Squid Game, in my opinion. But for my number two, I think you I think you guys might honestly might not like me after what I'm about to say, but I really did like this show a lot, and I actually started rewatching it again. I'm in the last episode again. Hawkeye.
But
Well,
okay, I wasn't gonna. All right,
I know. Why wouldn't we like? I don't understand why.
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, some people be like, "Oh my god, you prefer Hawkeye instead of Squid Game," and it's just like, yeah, I prefer that instead of Squid Game. I,
Eh,
well, if you say it like that,
yeah, then
exactly.
fuck you, Mike.
Thank you.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I really did like Hawkeye. This is my favorite Marvel show so far, and I will put maybe Falcon and the Winter Soldier number two, but Hawkeye is just straight to the point. It's just great. Like it's just amazing. It's such an entertaining, fun comedy, kick-ass superhero show that just like opens up for a lot of doors for new superheroes, and that's what I liked about this show a lot.
Okay. Ham number two.
This is a toss up. Compared to one and two, I don't even know which one. But just just so it's not a number one, two spots in the list, maybe. I'll go with Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Okay.
Uh, I really liked it. Man, do I like this more than the other one that I'm looking at? Um, let's say this. This is the third movie of a trilogy, correct? I thought.
Yes.
Oh wait, there were other two movies.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And it's rare to see the third one being the best, especially in this other Spider-Man
Not that it was hard
trila
to do.
trila half a G's. um, I do want to put this at one, but I'm gonna keep it for two only because I'm looking towards the future of the other thing I'll talk about in the number one spot.
Only because I'm seeing this in social media a lot. But where are you guys on the side of does Spider-Man, the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, now count as the first official MCU movie?
How does
No.
that count as the first one?
Well, because he's in No Way Home.
Uh
Oh.
for me it's a no.
I
It's
was
a
just I
no.
don't know. I think it's someone. It's obviously like a question that people are just kind of messing around with out there. But
Yeah.
some like technically now you can consider that one as the first MCU movie. Now that we have like Green Goblin and Doc Ock in there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to sort of
What,
No.
dig
do the
deep.
math or something? What?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I don't consider it to be the first like MCU movie at all. It's like very independent. It's on its own. It doesn't really mention other superheroes except for a cameo of Doctor Strange, like a just a
Callback
little,
reference, yeah, a call, a
uh,
verbal reference.
yeah, yeah, a verbal reference. And other than that, it's his own thing. And it was just more of a coincidence of like, hey, you know what, like since we created earlier Spider-Mans, why not just do the multiverse?
Yeah, there I think there's no MCU when that movie came out, so no.
Yeah, and I don't even think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sal. More likely I am.
Yeah, he
The
probably.
time of Tobey Maguire, the multiverse didn't even exist yet for Spider-Man.
No, the concept, no.
No, so
But this conversation also is lasting way longer than I thought it was going to.
Hey,
So
you
I
yeah,
know it's
apologize
Spider
for
Man.
kicking that off.
That's what you know.
fuck.
All right, number two on my list, a movie that I was not expecting to enjoy at all whatsoever. So I'm on the same page with Ham. It is going to be Spider-Man: No Way Home. A
Oh,
movie that I was going in ready to nitpick the shit out of, and which I can still do, and I kind of did. But that second half of the movie, not so much the fan service part, but the ending part where we finally get Peter Parker to be who he's supposed to
The
become.
end.
The end where he's finally has to figure shit out on his own. He knows that this is his responsibility that he has to handle. That totally won it for me. And finally, we get an MCU Spider-Man movie because no other movies exist according to my point of view.
yes.
Hmm.
Hmm.
All right. Number one, best movie of 2021.
All
Mike.
right. Best movie for 2021 for me. I told you that I was gonna go see this movie for a second time, and I gave this movie a yellow card. After watching it a second time, I really soaked in all the emotions, and I could honestly say that I'm very surprised by Sal and him. My number one is Spider-Man: No Way Home. It's the
Hmm.
best movie in 2021. Uh, like I said, the first half doesn't really do much for me, but it's just that second half where you just see all these villains, and then of course that big surprise. Well, not really of a big surprise, but it's just amazing to see all that of us growing up watching these superheroes of Spider-Man's into the one thing, and it's just a fan service movie. So like, why not fucking enjoy it? And that's what I did, and I fucking love it. I love it. Um, what I ranked is like best top three Spider-Man films. Probably still put it at number three because I'm still will never forget my first reaction when I first saw Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 1. So, but this is definitely one of the top three Spider-Man movies for me.
What I did want to say about that movie that I didn't clarify
Hmm.
when we were talking about on our episode was like the fan service worked for me because these characters came in and were more support than they were taking like the lead the spotlight away from Tom
Right.
Holland.
Hmm.
And that was the thing I was worried about too. Was like, well, they're just gonna come in here and save the day again. Tom Holland can't do shit for himself, but they didn't. Like they literally like were there taking his lead when he was saying, "Oh, I'm on the Avengers," and he was like starting to plan. I was like, okay, good. They're taking his point. They're taking, he's the one in charge. And so it worked very well for those characters to be more a support cast than anything else, which is also why I still don't like the MJ scene. I'm sorry. As much as people like it
I
doesn't
I
work
love it.
because it takes away from Tom Holland. It's like, oh, Tom Holland can't save her girl. Oh, his girl. Oh, well, sucks to be you. No wonder MJ doesn't want to be with you.
Oh.
Oh, that's kind of harsh.
But I also liked it too because in this day and age, so hard to hide that secret. Like it's still rumored. It wasn't ever confirmed, but I think they did a good job. You know,
Yeah.
for the surprise, which they didn't do press stuff. It's like you already know
Well,
that they're in there, but I thought it was done as best as people could do, and
it
you know,
it
Yeah.
sucked for Andrew Garfield because he was doing press for Tick Tick Boom, and they
yeah,
kept questioning about. God damn it! Like leave the guy alone. Talk about his movie that he's good going right now for. I think
Yeah.
he's like supposed to be in the runnings for Oscar nomination.
I'm sure, yeah,
Yeah,
So
for that
it's
movie. Yeah. And
so it just sucked for him to be like caught up in that whole like time range of like, well, Spider-Man No Way Home is building up, but he's still trying to do press for his movie.
right, yeah. And
but
also
I'm sure
too,
it gave him a little bit more, you
yeah.
know.
Also too, hashtag Amazing Spider-Man 3. Just saying.
Oh,
Oh,
don't
I
be one of
saw
those
that.
people.
Oh my
I
god.
don't care. I want to see. I want to see him
Yeah,
die.
hashtag Amazing Spider-Man 3 is gonna suck. There you go.
All right, Ham, you're number one.
I put this at number one because
Pig.
wa- I want to
Take
see
two.
I want to see a sequel. I mean, I
I
don't
knew it.
know if Kevin James is gonna be in the sequel. I forget if he dies in the first one. Becky too. No. Yeah. No.
Fuck you.
But I'm very interested in the future of this franchise, and I I liked it more than I thought I would. And this is Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm only the only reason why I think it doesn't get the first spot from Spider-Man is because it is the, let's say, sequel reboot, something that I thought was done better than the one movie we don't talk about, and I guess Sony doesn't talk about now. Sorry, Kevin Feige, Paul Feige, I don't know who the fuck it was. Uh, but yeah, I just really enjoyed, and I'm ready to see what else they can do. I don't even know if they've already talked about a sequel or not, but I'm ready already.
Okay, fair
Okay.
enough. All right, my number one. I don't think this would be surprising, but I think for myself, I was surprised I liked it as much and probably more than I had anticipated.
Don't you tell me I need to get a
Um,
bottle.
I had watched this probably at least 5 times already, thanks to
Okay,
Disney Plus.
okay,
Um,
fair. All right, all right.
it is going to be Shang Chi. I really like the
Ooh.
action sequences. I really like the story. I think Simu Liu is an incredible actor. Like he's very charming. He's got that he plays off of others very well as like with Aquafina and Wong and everyone else in that movie. I think this was just as good as probably now everyone's probably hate me for saying this. I would put this up to par with the first Iron Man movie. Like but it's kind of very different, right? Because the first one, very low budget, no CGI, and it still did great. This one had CGI, and yes, in the end, it did kind of overdid it, especially with the whole fucking dragon thing. But I
Chicken.
don't know, it worked well with the fight sequences with the rings when he's fighting against his father. I think there was more meaning to those rings when you see him fight. For instance, if you notice, like when the father is fighting with the rings, he's got like they're all around his arms, and he's got like a firm grasp when he's like fighting. But when you see Shang-Chi fight, they're just floating around him, and he's more like loose and more free with them. And I thought that whole like symbolism there was like very meaningful, especially since we kind of know that his mother was a more important factor sort of in his life. And so I think that movie has more levels to it than people are giving it credit for. So Shang-Chi definitely gets my number one.
Hmm. I would say like it will definitely will be in like my top 10 for this year. Uh, I just I don't know. I just couldn't really. I will say like the villain, like the dad, is just more of a broken, grieving man, just trying to get back his wife.
But then I think that's where I brought up the question of, do we really need a villain? Because he's really not a villain,
Yeah,
because
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
he's just like a deranged old man that's very desperate to bring back the one thing that kept them stable. And so like there really is no villain in this movie.
I,
Except for the flying chicken.
as I look back at it though, I'm just like, how are you convinced that she's still alive? I know it's just I don't know. It was very, I don't know, not
Hmm.
done well.
But it is a very good movie, though. I would not disagree with Sal about that.
I
It's a
might
very
want to drop
entertaining.
that to a yellow.
Fuck you.
No, not anything you
Well, let
said.
me change my top five worst movies of the year. Becky.
Like,
I'm
I
just saying
actually like
no, not
Ghostbusters.
not anything you said. I think I want to drop Shang Chi down to yellow. I don't.
That's
Yeah, I
I think
don't.
you're too sober up.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I think we prefer you drunk.
yeah. I don't know why. It's nothing you said. Just when I was thinking about Shang Chi myself, I'm just like, I don't know.
And there you go. Now looking into 2022 though. Okay, is there anything coming out in 2022 that you guys are even looking forward to, like even the
I,
slightest bit remote?
I mean,
The
just because it
Batman.
comes out soon, it's Scream. Just because I know it's coming out soon-ish.
For me, the Batman.
Of course, if that comes
Oh
out this year,
yeah.
sure.
You know what's the sad thing is though is like I have to now ask the question: is there anything non-superhero that we're looking forward to in
Scream.
2022? You're the only
Hell no,
one.
I am not looking forward to Scream.
That's
Um,
Scream. Hold on, let me.
let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, where's the list for that?
Well, I mean, I'm just so that was kind of the reason why I brought up the question, right? Because I could say for myself, Doctor Strange, Across the Spider Verse Part One. What else we got coming up?
Oh,
That's more obvious. And yeah, the Batman. I want to see the Batman, of course. So yeah, there's a bunch of superhero movies, but like I can't think of like a non superhero movie that I'm looking forward to in 2022. It's like they
Oh,
don't those
I
movies don't
have
get a lot of
one.
credit.
I have one.
Okay,
Orphan, First Kill.
what? Oh my
alrighty
god.
then.
If these are correct in what I'm looking
Oh,
at,
Sonic the Hedgehog too.
yeah.
Yes,
Well,
Sonic the
that's
Hedgehog.
Jurassic Park, whatever that one is.
Oh yeah,
Uncharted.
Dominion.
Anybody Uncharted?
Oh yeah,
Mm,
Uncharted.
yeah.
The Lost City. You guys seen that trailer, right? It's been shown a few times.
A couple times. Turning Red. The
Uh,
new Pixar.
I'm the only one. Oh, it's Pixar. Also, Buzz Lightyear.
Oh
Oh
yeah, yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Lightyear. Yes, yes.
Uh, if I think I'm the last one on the Harry Potter train, but Secrets of Dumbledore,
Hmm.
I pass.
Mission Impossible,
All right, well, good. Then there are non superhero things on the list. Now it's like, what is there that is non Disney that's not on the list
the
at this
Mario
point?
movie.
Oh yeah, that's
Uh,
Christmas time. Oh
yeah.
yeah.
DC Legends of Super Pets.
No, thank you. All right, moving on.
Top Gun.
Listeners, that wraps up our episode.
Oh,
Next,
Jurassic Park.
we're
John
done.
Wick
We're
4.
done. That got pushed to 2023. I thought.
Yeah, it
What?
did.
What? Oh fuck
Yeah.
that.
Okay. So anyway, that wraps up our episode. Next episode,
Death of the Nile.
we should have been rebranded by that point. Hopefully, still working on the title. Ham's cooking up something, I'm sure.
I'm cooking
Uh,
something, all right.
and then what else we got? Next, I guess the next episode, since there's nothing really coming out this weekend, we're gonna probably give our first impressions of the Book of Boba Fett because that first
Yes.
episode comes out
Yes.
this Wednesday. It's gonna be 7 episodes, so we'll at least give our impression on the first episode and hold off until we see all seven, and then hopefully Ham would have finished the Halo Infinite campaign, and that way Ham and I can talk about that game and tell you whether it was worth the $60 or not as a campaign alone. And that'll
Technically,
be
it didn't
pretty
pay
much it.
$60, but hey.
Because January starts to slow down movie wise. Not a whole lot. We do have Scream in the middle of the month, and then we have Morbius at the end of the month, but nothing really to
February is the big day. February and April.
start off right off the bat.
No.
But
Yep.
yeah. So without further ado, Mike, do that thing you're supposed to do.
Hey guys, follow us on social media on Drunk Cop and Teacher on Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and then write us an email, drunkcop.ateacher@gmail.com.
And happy New Year's to everybody. Stay safe. Don't be like Ham.
Happy New Year's! I'm getting drunk.
Happy
Right
New
now
Year's.
or in New Year's.
Not today, guys. Not today.
No, well, no, that makes sense. And hopefully we'll. Oh, does anyone have? No one does resolutions, right? You guys, I can't.
No.
I have one.
But
Sure.
the place I'm going to is having a roulette resolutions where everyone writes resolutions down and you grab one from the bucket.
Oh, that sounds interesting, actually.
Yeah,
Huh.
we'll see.
That sounds pretty
Mike, what's
cool.
your resolution?
Well, of course, to be healthy. You know,
Cop out.
cop out.
Boring.
But
Boo!
at the same time, though, is to achieve any type of stuff that we always wanted it to, and to rebrand the podcast and for it to be more out there for the public and people to enjoy us a lot more, and for us to definitely get better at
On
this.
in terms of the podcast, I got one resolution for you, Ham, to be more honest about your reviews.
Yes, you dick.
Hey, I do when it comes to going back and looking back. It's like, hey, remember that funny thing I did? It's like, oh, that wasn't funny. That's bad.
That's
But
bad.
also with this though, you just you cringe at some of the things you've done and look, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, it needs to change.
You gave Cherry a red card and you bumped
Yeah,
it all the way back up to a green.
yeah, I don't know why I gave it a red. I don't remember.
All right. Without further ado, again, Happy New Year's, everybody. Stay safe. See you in the next year. And any closing words, gentlemen?
Be safe out there. Drink responsibly.
Responsible drinking.
You know, I was really hoping Ham would say the opposite of what Mike said.
I said some words.
There you go. That's all we could ask.
In his mind.